Hello, right, I'll warn you now, this could be a long video. Today I'm going to be doing the ephemera for the journal. It's been a few days since I've been on, so I'm sorry about that. What I've been trying to do is make some of the things, because I'm sort of doubling up on a lot of things because I want it to be quite a full journal. And obviously just everyday life, it catches up with you, so yeah, making time for a video didn't kind of fit in. So today we are doing this. I've made, like I said, I've made some bits, but obviously I want to make like double things. So the first one I'm going to do is I've made this little booklet. I think it's really cute, even if I do say so myself. All it is just, it's actually the offcut of the card that I've used actually in the journal. And I've just made like a little notebook. So it's got some lined paper in it, just that was left over from another journal. So keep all your bits of paper for this. And I've just used the little Tim Holtz staples at the top. And then obviously I've got a little one of the sayings and a wax melt as well. So we'll get into making this. And I want to show you. I've not worked out the best way to sort of do it with a bow yet. I don't know whether to put it on the back or on the side. That I can sort out at a later date. So I've got a piece of, like I say, the card that's the offcut for the signatures inside the journal. So obviously it's 12 inches long, or just over 30 centimetres, whichever way. I work in inches and centimetres, which isn't always a good thing. This is about 9.5 centimetres wide, so it's about 3 3/4. So this is a little bit wider than this one, which is fine. That's not a problem. So all I've done, I didn't actually measure it, but I've kind of roughly gave, what I've done is I sat that on there because I've already cut the paper, and then I realised that I hadn't actually measured to make sure that it was going to fit. So I've just marked a little mark on the card itself. So what I'm going to do is fold it up at about 7 centimetres. So I can get a little, I've got my little score mat, which doesn't really help because it's in inches, but I've got the line, so I'm going to score it there. And then I've got my other line, which measures, one side's a little bit longer than the other for it to flap over. It's about 9.5 centimetres, so it's about 3 3/4 inches. And just about there. Doesn't have to be precise. I mean, this is just, I was literally just sitting there and I thought, oh, what can I make? And I thought, oh, I'll just get this and just fold it, as you do. Yeah, I want that to be the outside, so that's okay because you're not going to see that bit on the inside much. So I'll fold that over. And then the long bit will flop down, or flap down, I should say, not flop. Just turn that over. I decided that I'm not going to put any stitching in this journal. I was going to, and then I thought, no, I don't want to, because I want to leave it sort of as natural, if you like. So just ink around the edges. And because this, unfortunately, these bits were already folded on that bit, you do have a crease on the back, but don't worry because it doesn't affect this at all. So just quickly ink over it. There will be a lot of inking. I've tried to cut down on a lot because I've tried to prepare as much as I can without sort of boring you. And do a bit. And that bit. What I should have done, I need to get my little wax melty thing. Bring that over that. Oh. Right, got me little, I just need to get my lighter. One of these massive lighters. Put that in. Whew, right, that smoked. Actually, the bottom of that, for some reason, just wipe it underneath. I think it's because I've had some wax that's dripped down, so it's sort of burnt it a little bit. So I'm just using a selection of gold. I'm putting 4 little wax pellet things in it, and I'm using this brand, and the colours, it's all gold. They're really nice, and I got this off Amazon. I can't remember how much it was though, because I've had it a few months. So let's get them in there and melted. Right, now that's the top. So what did I do? Yeah, that's all inked up. Do that. No. Okay, that can sell that. I've sort of had to sort of spread everything that way because at my desk you can't really see anything on it. It's terrible. I don't work in a mess usually, but because I've been at this for days now, I really have been for days, I need space. Right, so I'll just move that over to there a bit, and then I've got a nice sort of marble worktop saver. So all I do is I just pop that on there, just to hold that down. Make sure I've got that the right way actually. Yeah. And then what I want, that's my ribbon, just using some of this nice thin, it's actually my mum's. She was using it for the business and I thought, no, that's nice, I'm gonna borrow some of that. Right, I don't measure it, I just do it by eye. Let's put that back over. Just hold that down. Okay, you can see. Right, and then all I do is I just sort of roughly guess where I want it. So I want it about there. And the ribbon's not exactly playing ball. I don't want it right on the edge. I want it just in just a little bit. So it's about 1/4 of an inch in, like that. Maybe just bring it down a little bit. And then, I'm really impatient with this. I should have put that on sooner. But it'll give you a nice, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of gave you a nice sort of marbly sort of look, I think. But I quite like it. I don't use the wax melt very often. I've got a load of colours, but I don't really use them, and I thought this is a perfect chance to use them. Mainly because I always get the thing the wrong way around, so yeah, don't really want to do that. But we've got, like I say, I've got a lot to be doing. Got some tags to be making. I've got another little pocket fold thing to be making. I'll show you like this. I've got one of these. So when you open it up, we've got little pockets in, and I've got quite a bit of little ephemera stuff to pop in there. So we'll be making one of those. What else have we got? I've got some pockets done, but I need another few pockets. I was doing these last night, trying to sort everything out. I have done some bits in the journal. I'll show you that in a little bit. Come on, melt, melt. I really have no patience. I don't want to put them in just yet. This is the little paper that I've got. I've just trimmed it down. I've trimmed it down to 13 centimetres, I think it was. Yeah, 13 centimetres. So yeah, I don't know. But like I say, if you do make any of this, you make it however you want, whatever size you want. So I don't know if you can see. And it doesn't need to be lined paper. It can be anything. Like I say, this was left off a journal that I'd done. I've got quite a bit of lined paper. So as you can see, I've got a ton of lined paper to use. So good for little notebooks, that sort of thing. I think we're getting there. Just give it a little swirl. It's really nice watching it melt, but I just, yeah, tapping fingers situation. So let's get that ready. But I've kind of done like a load of different things. I'm not really sure what I'm sort of doing with some of them. Like I've printed, well, I stamped these, and I used gold embossing powder. Oh, it's the wrong way around, it's that way around, sorry. and I cut one out because you've got 2 designs, and I actually printed, well, I stamped a load of them onto, I think, yeah, this is just vellum. Just trying to think. Yeah, this is just a clear vellum, and I've done a whole sheet of them. Now I don't know what I'm doing with them. I did see an idea that somebody used like cotton or something and they sort of hung them in a journal, so I might have a go at that. It might not work, but I will give it a go. Right, I think this is about done. So I'm sure we've all used these, but all I'm going to do is roughly judge it in the middle, and I want it over the thing a little bit. And I love how this has turned out. Okay, pop you back on that, and then pop it down. I think that one's just over to the side a little bit, but that's fine. Right. Let's pop you to the side now, because I don't need you again. Can go. Just hope the smoke alarm doesn't go off, because I forgot to take that down. Get rid of the, the smoke. Now this is the other bit that I've got to have patience with. But yeah, I've got my tags, and I've got a load of things that I've prepared. Look, I've even done all my little tags with the gold organza or the black ribbon. So I've got big tags and I've got small tags. This is all just out of the book, out of the paper pad. So I'm not putting anything extra into it. It's literally all the elements from a 12x12 paper pad or my 8x8 paper pad, because they're sort of mirrored with each of the designs. The only thing that's different in the 8x8, which I really do like, and I didn't actually know until I opened it, was on the back page. Let's see, where's it gone? It falls apart any other time, and now it doesn't want to know. Put it upside down. You have these images. How beautiful are they? So that's gave me an idea now for another journal. So yeah, they're going to be, I think that could be the front cover of a journal. But I didn't want to use that one. So, but yeah, I've gone down the pad quite a bit, which is what I wanted to do. So it's kind of all working. Right, are we set? I'll just sort of test a little bit. Yeah, that's set. Okay, let's take it off. Ooh, that's worked better than the other one. I do like this. Look how nice that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, now do that'll fold down there. Yeah, it's just slightly off, but do you know what? I'm fine with that. I really am fine with that. So now all I do is get, these are a little bit thinner as well, widthways, but that's not a problem either. I just get that, line it up. I've just moved. I haven't counted how many pages, I've just got a little group of them. So pop it in the middle, and then all I do is just get me a mini stapler, and then I just put them on the angle like that. As easy as that. And there. So that's all it does, just there, and it holds it perfect, and you can flip through. Now the only thing that, just for more safety than anything, on the back, because I'm not going to put anything on the back, because you've got obviously the back of the staples, just in case you do catch yourself, I just get a pair of pliers and I just squash it down so it's pretty smooth, and that just holds it flat and in place. So just do that. And that's that. So now all we do is fold that up, and then, like I say, I'm still working out what the best way to do this, but I think just like a little bow thing at the back works, because it's just going to be sitting in a pocket or, you know, that sort of thing. I'm going to do that, but it's up to you how you sort of want to do it, and I know that I've made that too long, but that's fine. I can give that another look at later. Right, and then on the front I've got one of the words that came out of the book that I've mounted on some black card as well. So I'm just going to get my pretty stick and then just pretty stick it on basically. I've really enjoyed doing it. Usually I say that I've really struggled with ephemera, but this, I don't know, something has just sort of clicked and I seem to be thinking of things that I've not done, and I'm really pleased with how it works. So yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Right, and that's another one done. So that can pop over there. I've got to move this out of the way. It weighs a ton, it really does. Oh, on the other desk. Okay, right, now where did I get to? Let's do this one. So let's do the other pocket. Now all I done, I didn't actually measure this. I don't measure I don't measure, it's not good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, if I want it the same now, I'm gonna have to measure this, otherwise it's not gonna work. So I think if I'll sit it down on top and then just, yeah, you can see, okay, I'll move it forward a little bit. Where's me? Yeah, that. I'm just going to put a little mark there, which I'm not going to see, so let's put this on my scoreboard. It might be better. I've got a bigger scoreboard, but this one's quite handy for doing this sort of thing. Okay, so this would be about, let me see, it's about 3 3¾ No, it's just under, I think. Hold that there. It's about there. I'll measure that in centimetres because I can't make out what it is in I'm not very good with measurements and maths. It's about 9½ centimetres. Yeah, it's about 9½ centimetres for that one. So let's move that one out of the way. I've lost my line now. Where did I go? It's there. No. Oh, that's really hard to see. There. Okay, just scroll that down. And then, excuse me, and then we will put, actually I think I'll turn it, it'll be easier. The small ones are good, but obviously you can't get 12x12 bit of paper in it. Right, put that there, and I think it's about, yeah, it's about the same. In fact, I think I'll take that one just in a little bit. So it's about 3 3¾ inches, which is about 9. Is it about 9 centimetres? I'll tell you that. Yeah. 3 3/4. No, it's about 9½. Yeah, so the other one, it was just slightly over 9½ then. Right, I think that's scored enough. Okay, put you to the side. Sit you there. Now, I'm going to fold these up. And there is a right way and a wrong way, and that's got to go that way because it's got a label bit on it. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat today. Right, that's how it looks. So when you turn that over, that flips there, that flips there, which is looking good to me. Right, now I want a pocket. Well, I want 3 pockets actually for going inside. So I'm going to use this paper and I want to put it obviously inside. So what I want to do is measure, and obviously I want a little gap so that when the pockets fold it's not going to catch it. So I'm going to make I think I'll make that about 9. Just trying to work it out because it's not going to give me a lot of room. Okay, if I do it 9.5, that should give me enough, and I can always trim a little bit off. That's that one. And then the middle one is going to be 10.5, and then a 9. So it's 9.5, 10.5, and a 9. Did you remember that? Because I'm not going to. Okay, so we need a 9.5. Actually, I'll just do it, the one below 9.5. So that's that one. And then we've got a 10.5. And then we've got a 9. Oops. Okay, so put you over there. Oh, I never measured the depth. They're too high. I forgot to measure the depth. Get you all around that way. So they are about 4.5 centimetres. Should have done that. I think I should have done that before I cut them in half. So it's not so fiddler. But I mean, these are so easy pockets to do, and they're so effective, and you can get quite a bit in them. I mean, I'm sure everybody's sort of done this sort of thing. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing, and I hope you kind of enjoy it. And I'm trying not to sort of be as quiet today. See, I've got this fold here, and I need to just flatten that out. And I'll just get my bone fold out, and I just flatten it down. And it does kind of work. Right, inking. So we need ink. And I'm just using the Distress Oxide because I think it kind of gives it a nice sort of duller, obviously it gives it a nice duller look, and that's kind of what I wanted. Because I don't think this journal is going to be like well, I didn't want it to be a bright and, you know, sort of, I don't know, how can I put it? It's not in your face, that's not what I mean. But you know, like, yeah, just bright. We'll stick with bright because I can't think of another words. Okay, that's the outside. Oh, that's the inside edge there. Do that. You sit there. Yeah, should be. Kind of need to do two sides because it doesn't come over from when you're doing one side. Sometimes it does, but I find that it sometimes misses a little bit. Right, I need to ink these as well. See, I did say there was a lot of inking, didn't I? But I'm trying, if I go kind of quick, hopefully I need to put that one down as well. And then what we'll do, I'm not going to fill the things with ephemera. I'm going to do that off camera, because what I'm going to do is hopefully I'll get all my ephemera done. No, not hopefully, I will be getting it all done today on the video. Like I said, it is going to be a long video. And then I will do, I'll put it all in, I'll put my pockets in, probably on the camera. But then I will put the ephemera, like the tags and everything off camera, so you haven't got to sort of watch me. And then when I do the flip through, you'll be able to see where they all are. And I think that would work. Right, so now all I've just got to do is just glue it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't a very good move I made. I tipped my glue up. Don't sit your bottle upside down with this glue. It leaks. It doesn't come out when you want it to, but it leaks when you do. When you don't want it to, I should say. Or, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I have this love-hate relationship with this glue. I really do. It either comes out lovely or it's sort of really sort of blobby and yeah. I don't know why it's like it is. I mean, I don't know if it's like room temperature. Maybe could it be that? I don't know. Let's get some. I'm not sure. I find it kind of thick. I know it is a thickish glue. PVA kind of is. And I've still got to open my art glitter glue because everybody raves about that. So I think I might have to sort of ditch this and open that. Maybe a bit thick. Easy, yeah. I'm just putting the glue around the edges just to stick it down. I know on one of them I used a Pritt stick. That worked. I think it was on the the pockets on the inside. That worked okay, but then it was just a little bit too much. Okay, pop them down. I love the colours of this journal. I really do. In my sort of kind of grungy kind of colours. They're not, like I say, they're not really bright, which is nice. And just see what I mean? It just doesn't want to come out sometimes. The minute it does, it blobs out. So apart from me sort of moaning about my glue, how you all been? You all right? And you know, you've been busy crafting or working or you know, just sort of getting on with everything like you do. That's the only thing you can do when you're going mad. Right, so now we have, looks like that. I'm liking this. Okay, now all I've done, I'm trying to think what I've done now. All I've done is I get my ribbon, my trusty little ribbon. This is only, I think it's about it's about 3 mil. It's only a thin ribbon. It's about 3 mil, I'm sure it is. Yep, 3 mil. And it's really good for this. I do it about the same length as that, I think. Or roughly anyway. There's my scissors, I think about there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, oh sorry, I didn't realise I was outside the camera. Since I've had my desk put in and obviously the camera's changed position and it's gone up higher, I find that I'm sort of having to work further in the desk. I don't know why. I think it, like I say, it's because the camera is sort of higher up and it, excuse me, it's back further. And I have to keep remembering, obviously, that it needs to be in view. Right, I'm going to kind of cheat on this little bit. So if I put that there, and then I think, stay. Oh. Think. It's just got to come over a little bit. Doesn't help that it's twisted. Roughly get it about the middle. I mean, I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but this is just my version of doing this. So I don't want this to move, so I'm going to put my trusty little weight and hopefully it won't move. And then, just sort of by eye, I'm going to put, this could be a disaster, so. Yeah, this definitely could be a disaster, but we'll go with it, we'll try it. want to get a cotton bud. I think that'd be easier.
Get the blobby bit off. And just pad it down.
And then I'll get my tissue.
Right, that should hold. Slightly got a bit of a wobbly bit, but that's okay. That's fine. Right, and then all I do is turn that over. So it needs to be, that would go like that, that would go like that. And then I want to bring that in, roughly about where I need it. And then we're going to put that on there like that.
So it'll look like that.
Quite nice, yes. I'm going to use my prick stick for this. Because this is actually a good prick stick. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think I've had any prick sticks that's not stuck. Yeah, they've all sort of been really good. Even the sort of cheap ones, like I used to get, I think it was like a pack of 4 or something from Wilkinson's or the Range or somewhere like that. And yeah, they used to last, and they were really good. But then, in the Works, I used to get a pack from the Works, and it was something like, you know, £1 something for, I think it was like 4 or 6 or something. But then they stopped doing them, and I couldn't get hold of it, so I needed some glue, and I just got these off of Amazon. But they do work out a little bit more expensive, but I think they're a little bit stronger because they're permanent glue. So, right, and that is that. Now the only thing I do is just make sure that I haven't stuck those, so they're fine. It goes like that, and then we can put a little bow. I'm absolutely useless at doing bows sometimes.
And that's that. How nice and simple is that? So that's another one done. And I'll just fold that up. And pop that over there like that. Right, now, the next thing. I've got a whole list of things I'm doing. Why did I do one? Oh, I know why. Yeah, because I've got a page. See, this is how it gets you, because you get everything planned. Let me put the lid back on this. I've lost my lid. What have I done with the lid? There. Now I've got to clean that out, which is going to be so much fun. Okay, let's get the journal into play. So, what have I done? I've put some stamped images. So we've got cranes and we've got the fans as well. Right, this is what I'm making. Now I came up with this and I thought, I don't know if it's going to work because it's quite thick. But as I said, I'm going to make another one. So, all it is just, once again, another little pocket. But it has pockets and it's got some tags in it already and everything. So I want to do this again. Right, now, I've got to remember what the measurements were because I can't remember. And I can't remember what paper I used. I think it was, yeah, it was this one. I want to use that. Okay, so how big did I do it? I don't want to make it too big because I think this size works really well. I think it was about, yeah, about 5.5 inches, 14 centimetres, and it is, did I trim that down? Yeah, I did. Okay. I've got all the pages out of my book there, so it's about 29 centimetres. I should have wrote all these measurements down. It'd been so much easier to try and measure than in a book. Right, stand there. Yeah, 29, right. Okay, let's try and do this. Oops, let's put you over there for a minute. Okay.
we wanted it. Let's do the length first. Put you up there. Oh. So we wanted 29. And 29. Well, there's not much to come off that, is there? I don't think I could I didn't cut that, I just cut the width, thinking about it. It's because it's folded. So I need 5.5. Okay, yeah, I remembered I actually left it, and obviously because it's got the fold marks, it needs to be like that. But I need, what I did do wrong yesterday when I made it was I'd already put the fold marks in this, and then when I tried to put the black card in, it didn't work very well because obviously you're going against the marks. So then I think I took it down. I just want a little bit of a border. So I think if we make it about 20, yeah, 28.5 centimetres, that gives it a little bit of a border either side. So you can see, go for 13.5. It sounds about right if I remember rightly doing it. I think somebody else has made these, not me. Right, so 28.5. It's because I was doing so many things. I had it in mind what I wanted to do, and I was actually supposed to be doing a video yesterday. But time ran away from me, and I just, yeah, it just completely went wrong. So I thought there's no point trying to rush and push yourself doing something that's not going to happen. Right, we'll use a bit of the... One thing I nearly done, I had a bit of the wax out of the little holder thing, and I thought, oh, it's alright, I'll use, because I'm using the deli paper stuff. And I had the book that I was going to put the wax melt on, but I tipped the excess down, and something just said, oh, just pick it off, it'll be easier. No, it's not, it just sticks to it. So if I was you, I wouldn't do that. Either that, or I've got it around the wrong way, I don't know, but just don't do it. It's just not worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my Pritt stick and make sure all the ends and corners are all covered. Flip it over. Just do that so hopefully I won't get anything on the other side, but sometimes that's not exactly that avoidable when you're trying to do this, but we'll hopefully avoid it. Okay, you see why I go through so much glue. Right, now sit there for a minute, get you back, put you down. Oh, I have got a bit of glue, but hopefully I can cover those bits. The first time I'd done this, I put it down and it'd gone off, and it was absolutely skewy. It really was, and I thought I can't avoid that. But it works. It works now because I took it off, kept calm, took a deep breath, and said, "You will work." You are going to work on this. Now just put that down. Okay. The only thing I haven't done, I never sorted out a word. I might have to use that. What did I use that for? Yeah, I'll use that for putting in. Okay, right. Like I said, I'm not too bothered about them because I know that I can cover it up
Right, what size did I do? Oh, excuse me. Right, let's bring it back in. I lost my ruler. Let's go for, I think it was, yeah, eight and, no, it wasn't 8.5, I'm sure it wasn't. Let's try doing it this way, see if it works. Yeah, it was 8.5. And then we've got a 10, and then we've got a 10 again. So, that's 8.5. This is so annoying, I should have got the other one. It's about 3 and just 8.5 there, so it's just over, it's the mark past 3.25, whatever that is. I'm absolutely useless at measurements, so I'm sorry if I must drive you mad, I really must. Right, so 8.5, I'm going to go there. I know that 10 is 4 inches, so that's easier. Okay. And then we'll do 4. That just seems really big. I think I think it should work. Well, it's going to now because I've decided I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Right. Hopefully that's scored it enough that I can fold it. Just press that down. I'm showing you so that's okay. Yep, and then that one can go like that. It is you feel a bit of a resistance, like it's not actually going down, but it is, because obviously it's just because it's got the card underneath. So that would go like that, that goes like that, and then that folds over like that. So all good, all good. Okay, and then just fold that. Right, now, I'm just trying to think, I've got a mark of glue there. I'm not very happy with that. But what I can do, get one of my discs, maybe hide it. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, just trying to think what to do now. Yeah, let's glue that in. Because I put everything in before I actually stuck it in the journal. So that's fine. Okay, let's pop that there. Just make sure that you don't put it near the fold, because if you do, it might interfere with it, but that's fine. And then we have our pockets. That one goes there, I think, and that one goes there. Yeah, just a little bit bigger. And I didn't ink round them. I did. So sorry about this. More inking. This is like the biggest thing. I don't think I've got another. No, the other things are pretty small because they're only like tags and my pockets that I've got to do, because I wanted to add quite a few pockets in, and I'll tell you how I worked out everything that I needed. But this is just some of the leftover bits of paper, like the off-cut bits from the paper that's actually inside the journal itself. That I just used. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to put a bit of Pritt stick on the edge here, because it should work.
Just run it along the edge. Because it is quite strong glue anyway. And then we'll pop it down. Like so. Get me trusty tissue. Let's have everything on it now. And just press this down at the same time as well. So that's that one done. And then just need to make sure which way around that goes. I think it's that way. Yeah. Make sure that you do get enough on. I really am looking forward to seeing how this journal does turn out. Even though I'm making it myself, you sort of like lose, I always think well, maybe it's just me, but you kind of lose sight of what you're actually doing as a whole, because you're sort of dealing with each element, you know, like you've got the signatures in, you've got pockets and ephemera and that sort of thing. But then when you sort of look at the whole journal when it's all done, I always think that's when you know if it's worked the way that you want it to do. Maybe that, like I say, that's probably just me, that's probably just how I think. But then you find out that something hasn't quite worked the way you wanted it to, or you have a happy accident, which is always a good thing. Okay. I'm going to get my bone folder to just give them a good burnishing down. Making sure everything's stuck. I want to say a big hello to all my new subscribers. I mean, oh, you're lovely. You really are. Let's put this one. So nice to sort of have you here. Right. And then we've just got to decide whereabouts in the journal we want this, because I'm going to attach this one. Okay. Right, that's that. So that now goes, that will stick down, that goes like that, and that folds like that. Perfect. Okay, let's decide where we want it. So I think I'm going to put it, that's in the first two signatures, so I think we'll put it in the back bit here somewhere. How about here? Yeah, there. I've decided it's going to go there. Okay. Right, now I need my ribbon again. There you gone. Oh, you've gone up. And then all I've done was, once again, let me just take you back to this one. You can see I actually put the ribbon underneath the journal itself. So when you've got, I think it would be about there, double it again, and I'm going to give mine extra so that I've got just a bit of leeway, because I think I actually trimmed that after I'd done it. Okay, and then what you do, fold in half, and then what I'm going to do is roughly get the idea of where I need it, which is about there, like so. Okay, and then this bit will get attached, and what I can actually do to hold that in place so I know where it goes. Oh, I hope you've seen that. I didn't realise I was out of focus, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue, because there's going to be glue on the back of this anyway. I'll put a bit of glue on that, just to hold it in place. Okay, and then go back to the page that we think I think we were putting it. Which I think is somewhere around here. No. Oh, I should have marked it. It's after that. No, it's after that. Let's go for this one. Okay. Okay, make sure that you've obviously got it the right way. It always helps if you make sure that that's the right way. And then all I'm going to do is, I've lost my bit of deli paper. Fold that in half. I'm just going to put some glue stick on this. Okay, and then we are going to pop it in, and make sure that when you do pop it in, that the fold, the best thing to do is fold it in half, because you want to make sure that the fold is just in a little bit from the signature itself, you know, from the paper you're actually putting it on, and then just press it down like that, and then that's your pocket. So it is really easy to do. Now we want, I always put, well, not always, but I wanted a bit of wording on this bit just to hold it in place and to make it look good as well. So I'm going to put that, so when you actually fold it up, you don't actually see that until it's open. So that's a good little thing as well to remember. And then once again, I'm just going to get my trusty Pritt stick. And Pritt stick's good as well because it's not a wet glue, so it's not going to soak into the pages as much as like the PVA or I'm trying to think of the other one. I suppose the art glitter glue is similar as well, but I've never really used that, so I can't really judge on that line. And then just roughly put it in the middle. And I actually, because this is actually mounted onto a bit of card, I actually just put it up to the pocket that I've added, and then just press it down. And then it comes across like that, and then that would be about there. And then I don't actually think I got any, I didn't get a bit of wording, did I? No. Okay, so we'll choose something to put on. I don't really want the same as the other one, so we'll have a look. I haven't got anything small now. Oh, I've got that one. Let's do that one. And then once again, Pritt stick. I mean, this can be done with any cardstock as well. I've got loads of paper pads that even after having a good clear out last year, I still have got paper pads that I haven't used and I don't think I'm ever going to use, so I need to do something with them. And making pockets like this I think is quite a good idea because it uses pretty much half of a sheet at a time. So that is your paper pad. And I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to ink around the edges. Oh my word. Right, okay, let's try and do this with it on. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's a bit awkward in places, but we can do it, sort of. Just remembered that when I was doing it, I didn't actually. When I seen the white edges, I thought, oh no, it's because I was concentrating on getting the black card on. Never mind, never mind. That'll be okay. So, that is that one. And then we just put a bow in that. Like so. And then we can trim it. Be about there. I always like to give it a little bit generous of a trim because I don't want to be left with nothing when I'm doing it. So that's that one. Oh, I've got a little bit of ink there. Let's see if I can get that off. Let's put this one back in. I've got to put little tags in there, which is not a problem, or whatever sort of ephemera that I want to be putting in. Now, while I'm at it, I might as well get me pockets. I've worked it out that I think what I'm going to do, I've got, was it 6? I think it was 6 to 5. I'm pocket short. What did I do with the pockets? That's that one. Yeah, they're definitely the right. No, that's the wrong way around. I'm going to say I knew I had 6 of them. Right. So I need to cut another piece of paper because I'm giving, I think it's about 2. No, it'll be 4 pockets per signature. I've worked it out. So I've got a piece of the 8x8 paper. This is really nice because it's got sparrows and yeah, I love it. So all I'm going to do, because it's 8x8, I'm going to cut it at 4. So 4. And then I always make sure that I put that side there, because some of these papers I've got to the point where I didn't know whether it was upside down or which way. So I had to separate them and lay them as I'm going. I sort of spent, you know, half an hour with the back of the paper pad trying to work out if that was the right way. Yeah, things that you do. Or is it just me? Right, and then I'm going to quarter it again. So you've got 2 bits, and that's the left hand. And then we do it again. This one's not too bad because you've got bits on the pictures and stuff that you can actually see that are the right way. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, just make sure. Yeah, that was the side I just. Oh dear. Okay, what I'm going to do is put them together and get one of the pockets I've already done. I'm going to use it as a template. Now, you can do this however you want. This is just my sort of take on doing a pocket. I didn't measure. I knew roughly what I wanted the size to be. And then all you do is you just get the paper and just cut it on an angle. So if you haven't got a template and you are doing this from scratch, the fact that I've just chopped the sparrows' heads off, but that's fine. How I done it, you get your piece of paper, whatever size you want it, and then I just angled it. So you make sure that you don't want it point to point. That's not going to be very ideal for a pocket. Leave at least about, I don't know, 1 inch, something like that, depending on how deep you want it. And then make sure that you angle it so that this point is where your cutting line is. So that when you put that down, you basically then get left with that. So there's the bit that you would put on there, and this is your point, and then obviously that's the bit that you cut off, and it's that easy. But like I said, it is entirely up to you. I'm going to get this wrong if I'm not careful. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. but that's just my version of doing it. So then I'm going to make it like that. One thing about these papers, I mean obviously you can turn them, but I don't want to turn it if I can help it. Right, put you over there. Now I just need to ink the edges. I was going to put little notches in these, but then I thought better of it, because when I got my punch out, my dog was in the room with me, and she doesn't like, she's got really sensitive hearing, and she hates the noise of this. You know, like that noise? I don't know why. She always has hated clicking sounds, or I don't know, just anything that's loud. At Christmas with Christmas crackers, oh, you won't find her at all. She'll be upstairs, away from it. Although saying that, Christmas just gone, she actually stayed in the living room, which was lovely. But yeah, if you get a punch or anything that makes a clicking sound, she just disappears. So you click your fingers and she doesn't, you know, even that sound, she's not keen. Ever since she's been a pup, she was like that. So whatever it is, I'm not sure. Okay, so we've got all our pockets, and we should have 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right, we've got 4 signatures. So how I usually sort it is I'm going to lay them out, and if we do 4, so that's all they're left, and then we need another one, so do that. I'm trying to mix so I don't have the same in each, and then the same with these. So if we do that one, and you can move that over there. This is just so I make sure that I'm not getting the same sort of papers. Like that. Okay, so now pop them to the side, and we'll bring the journal back in. So we know that we've got, per signature, we have 4 pockets. So bring that forward. So I'm going to put first pocket, I think we'll put one here, and I'm going to use this pile first. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to have to use this glue because I don't really want to use Pritt Stick for this, because I want to make sure it's going to stick. So I'm going to clean the end, and I hope it's going to be nice to me. Just shake a bit out. I do really have problems trying to get this out of the thing, so it'll go like that. And we just want to put just down the edge. And I never ever put it right on the edge, I always bring it in a little bit. And then just press that down. You can get that off with a rubber. I think we'll put a pocket here. Let's go for the dark one. Actually, I think what we'll do is I'll just do one lot of pockets, because I want to do some tags. So this will just show you sort of how they'll look. Oops, sorry.
I'll just glue in the edges so it's not as if you ain't seen that. Yeah, this will just give you an idea of how these are going to look in here, and then I don't have to bore you bore you with watching the other bits. Okay, and I think we'll move, let's put another one there. I find that these are so effective and so easy, because this, I mean, this could use up your little offcuts paper, your little scraps, you know. That's basically what I could have done with, if I had a lot of this bit of paper left, obviously I could have done that, but I didn't have a lot of the offcuts for the big pieces, so hence why I'm using this. And I think we'll go for the end one. Yeah, that'd be nice there. Okay. I'm still not 100% what I'm doing with the closure yet. I've had a few ideas. I've even sort of, you know, had discussions with my mum about it and asked what, you know, she thought would be better. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not 100% yet what I'm doing, but I'll work something out eventually. Right, so that's those pockets in for now. So what I'm going to do is pop that over. It's beginning to get a little bit chunkier. See? Beginning to get chunkier. Right, now I want to, get me lid. So I know that those pockets have all been sorted for each of the signatures now. So they can go that way and that way. And they can go onto there. Right, now, oops, the next thing was these. I made some of the flag, yeah, tag, yeah, I suppose they are tags really, and I quite liked it because obviously you've got the point at the bottom, so I want to make a few more of these. Okay, so all I've done, because I'll be using my tag punch, which is this, it's the anyway, it's that name, Creative. I'm useless at names. I want to, I've cut a couple, that's a spare one, I need that one. Okay, so I've done these. Now because I need the overlay, not the overlay, oh, I don't know what I'm doing now, because I need the insert bit for the punch, the outside measurement needs to be 2.5 or 2 inches for these ones, sorry. You can go for a 2.5, which I will do. So I've got those. I want to do a 2.5, and then I want to do a smaller one as well. So I want to make 2 more of these. So these ones need to be 2 inches, which I do believe this is what I cut these out at. Yeah. I'm leaving the bottoms because what I'll do is I'll work out, I mean, they don't have to be that size, they can be a little bit longer or whatever. So I'm going to use just this one sheet of paper for all of them, because obviously you'll get the different elements. This is actually just the backing paper. I love the fact with Stamperia that you use literally everything, the front page part, the front page and the back page, and that's fantastic. So because I need the 2 inch, I need to cut the paper at 1.5, which I do believe is what I've done here. Here's what I made it. I could be a Blue Peter presenter. Right, so that's 1.5. So now for these ones, I'm going to cut, actually I think what I will do, I will punch these because I need to know, saying that,
Oh dear. Okay, so all I do, I'm seriously running out of space. I don't know if it will do 2. Let's try it. So you pop it in. It's been ages since I've used these. Okay, shove that in like that, and then that is really good. I mean, that's two bits of thick card. That is, yeah, that is quite good. Okay, so now making sure that I've got this the right way up. I want one that length, so I'm just trying to think what the best way I had to do it last time. I think what I've done, yeah, I know what I've done. I punched the bottom bit and I worked backwards because I wanted to get the length right. So we'll do this. So it'll be like this, and then I cut it, and that's right, you don't actually get a full, I had a pencil on here, I know I did. Okay, we'll just cut it where we need to then. My desk is eating everything now. I honestly can't, I really don't work in a mess like this. I really don't. Okay, I think I'm going to bring it in to about there. So hold that down and then just move that away. That's one way of doing it. Okay, and that will go on. Brilliant. And that's going to be a nice tall tack, which is perfect. But this will not go to waste because we can make a small one if we wanted, but I don't want to at the minute because I do want to make another long one. So we need to cut that again at 1.5 inches. So we'll move this way and bring it over. And then we can kind of cheat a little bit on this one because we can just copy the size just about there. I mean, you can, like I say, you can make these any size that you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to punch that one, but I think what we'll do is, because I'm on the cutting, I might as well cut out the other ones. So I want, if it's going to be 2.5, I'm going to do a 2-inch one. So let's do, I'll cut 2 of them, but I don't know if I'm going to do them that length. I might do shorter ones for this one, but that's fine. Okay. And then one way of being certain that you will is I'm going to do that one. That's 12 inches, so I want to cut this at 6, and then that's half. Okay. Alright, let's put that bit to the side for a minute. So this one is going to be, I've got to make sure that that's the right way around. Yeah, because that went up there. So that needs to be the bottom. Okay, so that's going to be 2 inches, and I want that in there. Okay, so that's that one. If I do that, then I know which way around it goes. And then we'll do this one as well while we're here. Okay, so then you get all these little triangle bits, not much use to me. Right, put them to there because I know what they are. And I need, oops, pull in everything with me. Get the ink. And then we'll just ink around these bits. I do like the banner tag. I think they're quite nice. I haven't used them. I don't think I've used them in any of my journals that I've done actually. Not that I can think of. Although I do remember using them. I could have just been practicing, just seeing what I could do. I've got a tendency to cut out a load of bits, but I never actually use them. which is kind of annoying because then that just sort of, I just think it clutters up the place myself. But that's how I am. Okay, right, I think, yes, and it's all of them. Okay, put them to the side for a minute because we've still got to cut the card for that. Right, these, what I want to do is I want to add like a little, because this moves, this just doesn't move a lot, but it just moves a little bit, just to give it another little element. So I've got some little tags, and I've got, yeah, I've only got 2 of them. That's fine, it's no problem. So that can, these can go on these ones anyway. Excuse me. So all I do, let me get me little proddy mat. Now I just, once again, I do everything by eye. Oh, I never cut the length of that one. Why didn't I cut the length of that one? I thought I was cutting. Yeah, that's that. I'm going to have to make that one a bit smaller there. That's fine, it's no problem. Okay, I must have moved it. Right, so I'm still going to need to get these together. And then what I'm going to do is just judge it by eye. And I've got a mattress needle here because I haven't got my brodger out. And then I roughly judge where I want it to go. So I would go about there, and then just pop your pin in like that. And then the same with these. So I want it about in the middle, like that. And I want this one as well in roughly about the middle. I mean, obviously you can use your brodger or, you know, whatever you've got, but it's just I add that to hand, so I thought I might as well use it. Right, I've got some really, really tiny little brads. So I want to use the gold, and it's never the gold that comes out first. So I want 2 of those. Let's pop them back in if I can. So I feel like I've done this the other day and they went everywhere. I think out of a handful, I think I got 1 in. So they're just really fiddler. Okay, and all I do is I pop it through the label, and then because this is quite a long one, I'll put this through the, I'll use the tall one, and then this one goes just through that. It hasn't dropped down a great deal, but that's fine, no problem. And then I just open the back like that. So you can see it's like that. And if you do want it any flatter, obviously you can use a pair of pliers or, you know, anything like that, just to make sure that it's, you know, as flat as possible. But I don't, I'm fine with that. And then all I do is get my bit of paper, and then I just go over this with a Brit stick. Put a little bit more glue around the actual brad itself so it'll hold in place. Okay. And then we just get the tag out. Actually, I'll put it this way. Make sure you can see. Okay, and then I'm just going to roughly judge by eye before I press down, because you do get a little bit of wiggle room, obviously. And I think just move it a little bit that way. Yeah, that's where I want it. So then you just press it down. Like so, and then you can use your bone folder. If I knew where it had gone, use this one. Burnish them down. And you can get in underneath here as well. And then that can still swing. And that's your tag. That's how easy that is. So let's do this one. And put the
little brad through, like so, and then through this one, and then just split the back again, like that. So it's just split on the back, and then I can stick this on before we trim it. That's not a problem because I can just do that bit. So just get your paper again, and then just oops, pop the glue on. Make sure you're always getting the edges. Curling edges doesn't work, and it's rather annoying as well. Okay, let's pop this one down. Okay, and then just stick that down. Oh, got glue everywhere. Where's my tissue gone? I do love this glue, but I find it's really stringy sometimes. I don't know why it does actually go like that. No idea. Anyway, okay, so press that down. Right, let's trim that down. Move that out of the way. And I think we'll go about there. Oh, I didn't want to cut that. I think it's because it was raised up a little bit with the brad, so that's fine. We can just cut it across like that. So that is your tags. We'll do the big ones. Oh, I've got, did have another one hiding, that's fine. So we'll pop that under there with the rest of the collection. Okay, now I said I wanted to make these bigger, so I need to do it is 2.5, which is this 2.5 by any chance? It is. And then I want to do, I think with this one I'm going to just do, I'm not going to put a brad on it, I'm going to just stick something on it. And I'll do that. I wanted to keep it gold and black throughout the journal because I think if I had tried to add any more colours, I don't think it's going to work. Oh, hello, you're not going to be helpful, are you? Hello. I forgot you were in the room. It's alright, I'm not talking to myself. My cat Belle has just woke up and just decided to just come and say hello to me. Which I'm kind of glad that that's all she's doing, because usually she decides that she wants to walk everywhere. Hello, are you back again? Now I've said that. You really aren't awake. You're not. Hello, thank you. Hello. Right. Let's see. Okay, let's trim this down. This is not helpful. Belle, this is not helpful. You're saying hello to everybody. Say hi. Right, come on the back of it. Oh dear. I don't know what's worse, animals or kids. Oh, you've got to wake up. Okay, let's trim that bit. Okay. Right. No, you've got to be good. Don't be doing things. No, I don't want that one. Right, I think, no, back up a bit. Oh, I wonder. There's too big. Okay, I think I'm going to put. You're not being very helpful at all here. You're not. I think I'm going to put that on there like that. Yeah.
that'll be nice. Belle, you're really not helpful. Oh God. Oh, what are you like? What are you like? Go on the other chair. I forgot she was even in the room. Oh dear. She sleeps on the other chair, and she's been there all morning, but I thought she'd gone out because she got up earlier, and I thought that's where she was, but obviously she came back in before I started filming, so that's the joys. Okay, that's the other tag. I really do love how all this is turning out. It's brilliant. Just decided to smear my glasses and I can't see. That's not good. Oh dear. Right, now the other one. I need to cut this. You can sit at the back of my chair, but please be good. Okay, I need 2.5, yeah, 2.5 inches again. So let's put that there. Okay. I might end up making more of these off camera because I don't actually know how many I want, but I know that I've got quite a few elements to put in the thing itself, which is all fine. Okay, I think yeah, I'm about there. What's my bit of paper? Now paper to stick the glue on. I have actually got a box of this, but it's under my desk and I don't want to be having to keep moving about all the time because my chair squeaks and Belle's gone to sleep again on the chair, so well, she's on the back of my chair, so I don't want to disturb her. So making her film debut, as they say. Okay, and just pop that on there. Get my tool. And I think we'll have it to the side like that. But I need to cut this again. So let's trim this. And I think about there. Yep, that's good. It's just slightly off a little bit, but that's fine. It's not a problem. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing ever is, and that's the whole point of a handmade journal. You make it unique. Okay, and then that, I think, is that. Right, I think that's going to be it for today, because that's quite a long video, and I think I've pretty much done all the bits that I wanted to do. So we've done obviously the tags, so we've got all the tags that we want, and got quite a few of those, and then obviously we've got our books that we made. Let's put a bow in these to make them look a little bit better of how they're actually going to look, sort of thing. So we've got that one, and we've got that one, and then oh, that's got a bow at the back, hasn't it? I'm still not sure about that one, but we'll see. That's why the ribbon's so long as well, because I don't know, I'm not really sure where to sort of do them, but I'm pretty pleased with that, and I'm really liking how everything's going at the minute. So I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I did actually enjoy making it for a change, because it's ephemera and I don't have a very good thing with ephemera, but
it's definitely fun at the minute doing this. So like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you everybody that's, like I say, that's subscribed, and yeah, you're all amazing. Thank you so much. And I will be back very soon. So bye for now and take care. Bye.